another experience I had was I was in a clubhouse room with the CEO of Mattel toy company. Mm-hmm. And he said, when you think about designing products, he's like, there's 3 tiers. Okay. And notice that Drive has 3 tiers too. Okay. Yeah. So he said, what you want is your like, for your diehard collector, you want like that. He's talking about, in the context of toys, right? So let's say an action figure, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. He's like, you want a product that is like a one of one. It's, maybe it's $20,000 and it's like a hand painted, like beautiful figurine that you buy at like Comic-Con or something like that, right? And you're like, I am the biggest Batman fan of all time.
And maybe it's like an auction or
Master Chief.
Exactly.
12 feet.
Exactly. And you're going to sell very few of those, but it's like this, it's an aspirational like thing for the community to own that eventually, right? And then you have your mass market. So then it's like, okay, we're going to do 10,000 Batman action figures, and they're nice, but they're all the same, and it's like, like
they're not
editions.
even numbered. Like you don't even know, like, I have Batman,
and they're like $20 each, but that's where you make most of your money. Mm-hmm. And there's like, and then you have your Happy Meal toys, and you actually lose money on them. You pay to put the brand and the meme into the hands of your future customers, which are the children.
That's smart.
So he's like, if you can make a product that hits every one of those tiers, he's like, you cannot fail. I was like, damn. And so I have my super rare 101s. They're like 10 ETH, right?
Yeah.
Then I have Drive, which we sold at like 0.25 to 0.5, and then the Grails on auctions. And
the auctions did very well. Like you basically did the 3 tier just in Drive. It was like the 3 tiers within the 3 tiers.
It's fractal. Like it goes all the way down and all the way out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And so that brings me to the next thing. Like after a year, the floor of Drive was still like 3 ETH or something like that. And I was like, well, that shows me that there's a lot of people that want to enter this ecosystem still. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I'm going to 10x my whole supply and at a very cheap price. And that way I can build out my community of invested advocates, collectors. And they, all these rings feed each other. And back to NFTs as incentives, everyone who had a Drive car could claim a free drip drop, a free drip.
I got more, I think, right?
Yeah, depending on what tier you had, you could like, I was like these, these things, cause you can just, this is the beauty of Web3, like with all these tokens, I just say what I want each token to do. And then it's, these devs just are wizards and can take care of it. Yeah. And so now the floor of drip drop as of this recording is like 0.47 or something. So everybody who
is crazy too.
Everybody who invested in me for Drive is up.
Oh yeah. I haven't even sold the drips.
Yeah.
They look better together.
Only 5% of drips are listed.
Yeah.
Out of 1,000. So it's like, I'm like, shit. It's awesome. It's so fun. And so, think of the drips are like the Happy Meal toy. Then there's like, my other smaller editions and collections are like the action figures. And then my super rare are like my masterpieces, my figurines.